Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome here if you're new. My name is Katrina, and this is my baby boy Yang. So today's flow is all about the feet, all about nourishing and caring for the feet that get us around and that we stand on every day. They are our foundation and our main connection to the earth. So get into something comfy and let's go ahead and get started in just a nice seated butterfly pose with your feet out in front of you. And just begin to notice your breath. Turn inwards. Start to massage your arches with your thumbs. Let's begin to take the deepest breaths that we've taken all day. By the way, if you make it to the end of this video, I'll be sharing a few optional extra tips that I like to do for my foot care routine. So yeah, just hang around at the end of the video if you want to hear and see those tips as well. From here, let's go into a nice pike position. Just bringing the legs straight out. We're gonna do some flexing and some pointing with our feet. So make sure you're sitting straight up with a straight spine, crown to the sky, and you can just place your hands by your sides. So begin to flex your toes towards your face. And let's make sure to incorporate our breath into this. So inhaling as we point, exhaling as we flex. Inhaling to point, exhale to flex. Do a few more with your own rhythm. Now let's do some circle rotations going outwards and then in and up. And just continue going out, in and up. The slower and more mindful, the better. Continue with your own breath. And let's rotate the circle direction. So going down, out, up, together, down, out, up, together, continuing with your own breath. Now go ahead and relax and shake out the legs a little bit, shake out the feet. Our final warm-up exercise is going to be spread and crunch with your toes. So inhaling, spreading the toes wide, exhaling, crunching and closing. Inhale, spread, exhale, crunch. Inhale, spread, exhale, crunch. Inhale, spread, exhale, crunch. Couple more with your own breath. Now from here, you're going to want to stand onto the ground if you're on the bed. If you're already on your mat, then perfect. Just stand up. At this point, we're going to do some strength and mobility work. So from here, we're going to do toe taps. So basically, we're keeping our ball and our heel, so our ball of our foot right here and our heel planted into the ground, and we're just going to be lifting our toes up and then tapping them down. Lift and tap. 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 Let's slow it down and incorporate our breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap down. And continue with your own breath. Beautiful. From here, we're going to do something called doming. So doming is basically trying to lift up your arches without curling your toes too much. So without going like that, curling the toes, I'm trying to keep my toes flat for the most part and like focusing on lifting the arches. So like that, doming and then flatten. So let's try a few of those doming and then flat motions. So inhale to dome. Exhale to flat. Inhale, dome. Exhale, flat. You're really focusing on pulling up through the arches and then flattening the arches. So inhale, dome. Exhale, flat. Continue a few more at your own pace. Lovely, that was great for our doming portion. Next, we're going to do calf raises. So most likely you are familiar with calf raises where we just go up onto our toes and then lower. It is quite a balance act at the same time, so make sure to find a point of focus and engage your core, and then inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. You can even reach your arms up to the sky if that feels nice. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Continue 3 more, slowly, mindfully, with your own deep breaths. Awesome. Our last pose in our standing position is going to be chair. So just with our feet hip width distance, let's begin to slowly lower, planting the feet, bending the knees, keeping the heels and toes and center as pressed down into the mat as you can. We're going to squat as low as we can go without compromising our feet. Make sure your core and your glutes are engaged. You can bring your hands to your heart center, or you can bring them up by your ears, yogi's choice. We're just going to hold and breathe here for just a few moments. Sink lower if you dare. And even lower if you double dog dare. And sit all the way onto your bottom. Alrighty, sweets. Let's move into our next pose. So going onto our knees, we're going to actually sit back onto our feet. So knees are together, tops of the feet are flat onto the mat. Just take a deep breath and settle in here. So we're just going to use our hands as supports behind our backs while we roll onto the tops of our feet and lift the knees. And what this is doing is giving a nice stretch to the front of our ankles and feet. So be mindful, don't force anything, but just allow your body to release tension. Just breathe through it. Perfect. Now come forward into tabletop. So curling our toes under. We're going to sit back onto those heels once again, but leaving the toes tucked under. You might need to untuck your little pinky toes if they're folded. So this is our toe squat, and as you probably can feel, it's a deep stretch in the bottoms of your feet. So super, super helpful, super good for our feet. Just sit into this pose, breathe through it. A few more deep breaths here. And release. Let's go back onto our tabletop and just shake out the feet. From here, let's just do a couple cat-cows, just to kind of move the energy through our spine, through our body, and feel the connection from our feet to our entire body. So in tabletop position, go ahead and bend the elbows. Inhale as you reach your crown forward and arch the back. And exhale to curl the chin to the chest. And exhale. Cow pose. Inhale. Cat. Exhale. Let's rock the hips side to side. And then leave the hips over to the left. And turn your head to look past your right shoulder and back at your right foot. Feel into this deep side stretch for your left side of your body. Slowly come back to center and rock your hips, leave them to the right side. Extend your crown and then look over to your left side, all the way to your left foot. Feeling and breathing into this deep side stretch for your right side of your body. And then back to center. From here, let's push up into a down dog. So raising the hips to the sky, straightening the legs, pressing the heels down one by one. You can walk your dog by bending one knee at a time. Or just stay still in your down dog. Focus on your breathing. Then place the knees back down onto the mat. Place the tops of your feet down. And you can scoot your knees back and then walk your hands forward into our puppy pose. Chest down, hips high. And then sit all the way back onto the heels for a child's pose of your choice. You can go wide-legged or knees together. And surrender into our final pose of today's flow. Slowly roll on up. Let's meet again in just a comfy seated position to close out practice together. Let's raise the arms up. Inhale. Palms to heart center. And let's gently bow our heads and say namaste. The light in me honors and sees the light in you. And I thank you so much for showing up today and joining and participating. You are awesome. You are amazing. Please thank your feet and come back to this practice anytime you'd like to just give your wonderful feet some extra love that they so rightfully deserve. So with that being said, thank you. And if you made it to the end, I'm going to be showing a few little extra goodies that I use for my foot care routine. So, like I said, I have had some foot issues of my own, just due to improper care and honestly just lack of knowledge. I just didn't know any better. So now that I know, I want to share with anyone else who could use this information. So where do I start? Okay, let me start with these. So these are called yoga toes. It's actually the brand Yoga Toes, and you can order them from either their website or I think I actually got mine off Amazon. But these are the Yoga Toes gems. So see how they have little like gem looking things? So these are toe spreaders basically, and I will try them on for y'all, even though your girl definitely needs a pedicure right now. So don't judge me. But obviously the biggest gem goes in between your big toes and your second. Oh my gosh, one of my cats is in the closet. Hold on. It's not Yang. Yinny? Oh my gosh, I didn't even know you were in there. Hi, honey. Okay, well, Yin and Yang are both in the room now. Okay, so, whew. Excuse me, sweetie. So, okay, before I go off on a venting tangent. So these yoga toes, why they're so helpful, is because a lot of our shoes are not good for our feet, especially if they're really narrow. So shoes that make your toes squish like this are not good because it makes you have bunions. It makes, how do I explain? You might already know this, but if you don't, if you squish your toes together, it makes this part splay out, okay? So if you squish your toes, your bones on the side here will be coming outwards like this. But if you spread your toes like this, see how the middle gets narrower? That's actually more how it's supposed to be. In my opinion, if you're gonna wear shoes for a long period of time, they need to be um, spacious enough for you to be able to spread your toes. If I could go back and tell my younger self to not wear the kind of shoes that I wore, I really wish I could go back because some damage is really hard to reverse. This yoga practice is something that I'm personally going to come back to often and just do my own video to just keep up with my foot health. So you're welcome to do that as well. Or customize it to your needs more so. So basically with these yoga toes, these gems, I like to wear these whenever I'm just chilling. Like if I'm getting my lashes done, I'll be wearing these the whole time. Or if I'm like watching a movie or Netflix show, I'll be wearing these. And sometimes I even sleep in them, but I find that halfway through the night, I rip them off because it ends up feeling uncomfortable. So I wouldn't really recommend sleeping all night with them. That's kind of too much. Also, if you're new to something like this, you got to ease into it. So I started with wearing it for like 10 minutes a day, and then I increased it more and more progressively. So that's it for these yoga toes. And there are many other different variations of these in different brands, but I do like the one that I have, so I would recommend it. Next. So this is just for basically, hey, you guys, can you not be fighting in my yoga toes video? Thank you. Guys, are we gonna be nice? Guys, yin yang. I'm just gonna let that play out and continue. Oh, hi you guys. I'm kind of sad because the rest of my video cut out and I was definitely explaining some nice foot care tips. So let me just really quickly go over what was missed, okay? So when the video cut off, I was actually showing you guys what I do with footballs, not footballs, tennis balls, like laundry balls, basically balls of this size or anything that you can just place under your feet and roll around. This just really helps to activate your pressure points and to release any tension from your feet. So that's just a nice hack that you can have, like, you know, a tennis ball in the corner of your room or under your desk and just kind of do that throughout the day just to kind of keep up with your foot awareness and foot health. So yep, so that was number one, the yoga toes, number two, the balls. And then number three, which is one of my newer and favorite foot care techniques. So basically, you're just gonna need any kind of moisturizer. For me, I'm using a blend of foot cream. So this is O'Keefe's. I got this off of Amazon, by the way. O'Keefe's for Healthy Feet cream with some lavender. So it's lavender scented, it's nice. I wouldn't recommend just, you know, a lotion or foot cream because a lot of the times they have water and alcohol as the first main ingredients, and therefore it can actually sometimes be more drying than moisturizing. However, this is a coconut oil blend that I made, which it's really just pure, organic, unrefined coconut oil mixed with some vanilla extract into here. And one, it smells good. So this is kind of just my like body lotion that I use after showers. It's coconut oil and vanilla extract. So the vanilla extract not only smells good, but the alcohol in it actually helps to repel mosquitoes. So I need that because mosquitoes love me, but they don't love the alcohol and vanilla extract. So this is what I use for my lotion. But basically, I showed you guys, in the video that cut off, I was showing you guys these silicone socks. So see this? these silicone socks I ordered from Amazon, and they're really affordable and they're reusable and they're easily washable, so I highly recommend. So basically what you do is you put your moisturizer inside the silicone sock before you put it on, and then you rub the sock around to get the moisturizer all over, and then slide it on. Okay, so I did that with both feet. And then I also recommend to put your own normal socks on over them, because they are super slippery to walk in. Okay, so even with normal socks on top, it's still really slippery. You have to walk slowly, or just do this little at-home spa treatment when you're like watching TV, or when you're like just resting and relaxing, not moving around too much. I wouldn't recommend it for a full night's sleep, unless you're going to take it off halfway through the night, because they're not breathable. They're made of silicone, so they'll moisturize really well, but you might feel like your feet are sweating or uncomfortable if you wear it all night. So yeah, just at least 30 minutes up to like an hour or two is perfect to be wearing these. I love my combo of moisturizer, but you can use whatever. You can use olive oil, you can use, I would do research if you're going to be kind of making your own concoction, because you just want to make sure that it's effective and safe. But yeah, you can always, invest in some kind of foot care cream, but don't just blindly trust any product, is what I'll recommend. Because yeah, like there's a reason why I put my own concoction with this. I just don't think this is enough. It just doesn't do enough. This really moisturizes well. And coconut oil is also antibacterial. So I just love coconut oil. It's underrated. But yeah, you guys, that is pretty much my foot care hacks for you. Also, by the way, when you're ready to take off your silicone socks, they'll probably be like 80% absorbed. So with that remaining 20% of moisture or oil, just massage the rest of it in, and then make sure to wash the silicone socks, dry them, and then repeat as often as you'd like. So thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you for giving yourself this time and giving your feet the care that they deserve. And yeah, feel free to revisit this video anytime you'd like to focus again on your lovely, wonderful, sweet feet. And till next time, please let me know in the comments if you liked this video, if you like more things that are kind of like unique or niche like this, or if you prefer more of the general yoga videos. But anyways, I'm so grateful for you guys, with so much love. Till next time, namaste.